for tuning into another video. And as you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about self-love, self-fulfillment, self-enjoyment, and just getting into how to show yourself love and what you should do to show yourself love, or just give you tips on how to show yourself love. So if you guys have not yet subscribed to be a part of the CHRISSY Crew, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get right into the video. So getting into self-love, I firstly want to start off by saying, of course, I'm sorry it took me so long to post another video. It's just things happen, and I've tried recording this video probably 2 other times, and one of them I actually recorded the whole thing, but I felt like I missed out on things that I wanted to say. The other one, I just didn't care for the quality, and I was actually watching a video the other day, which I'll tell you guys about the person that I watch, but he was saying, you know, if you want to do YouTube or whatever, like just things in life that you want to do, just get to it. Like, stop trying to make things perfect. Stop, you know, procrastinating basically. And I told myself, you know what? I'm just going to film as is. Like, I try to film, I put my makeup on, like I do what I have to do, and it's just not me. Like, I don't want to say it's not me because obviously it's me, but I just am not a makeup person anymore. I'm just not that beauty person anymore. So for me, I always felt like, okay, I have to do my makeup so I can record, and now I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys me. This is me 99% of the time. My hair is decent because it's straight, but usually my hair is wild. I don't wear makeup anymore, barely anymore anyway. Once in a while I do, and if I do, I just feel like my makeup looks horrible. So like, I just tend to not wear makeup anymore. My face has been doing so well, and it's just like, I just don't care for it. Like, I don't keep up with it. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna record today, and I'm gonna put this video out for you guys, no matter what state I'm in, no matter how I look, because it's about giving you the content. It's about telling you how I feel. Like, I'm in this space right now that I just want to motivate people. I want people to hear what I have to say. I want to inspire people, and I just don't care about how I look anymore. So you guys see me. Hello, how are you? And I'm ready to get into it. So going into self-love, there's a couple of things that I feel like are super important to show you self-love. Continuing on from the last video, last step that I said, I think, was finding yourself, and you know, learning how to find yourself and things that you enjoy, whatever. So it's such a important part for showing yourself love, because you can't love yourself, you can't give yourself that love you need if you don't know what makes you happy. So of course I have my little notes here that I want to talk about. So let's talk about why self-love is important. So for me, self-love is important because it's good for your mental health. And I say that because, you know, going through certain situations, I found things that made me happy and things that I did that made me happy. And it kind of helped me, you know, remain strong through what I was going through. And I know it's like that for a lot of people. Finding something that makes you happy is something that's going to help you not worry about all the bad or the negative that's going on. So it's good for yourself to get yourself in a space to do something that makes you happy, and, you know, just forget about everything. It's also important because you're showing yourself the appreciation, you're showing yourself the love, you're showing yourself like all the hard work you're doing, everything that you're doing for your family, for yourself, for your loved ones, for your pets, whoever it may be. Like, you're showing yourself for the appreciation. Like, okay, now it's time for me to take care of myself. Let me do something I like, something I want to do to make me happy. So you're appreciating yourself, and that's so important, because a lot of women don't, and men don't either. It's not just about women. A lot of people don't show themselves enough love and, you know, praise themselves and lift themselves up. They think just so negatively and think so bad because of whatever situation there is, or they're in, I'm sorry. And it's just not, it's not good. You know, when you think of yourself in a negative light and you think of yourself as so bad, like, that's how you're going to continue to feel. And showing yourself the love, showing yourself the appreciation, and acknowledging the work that you've been putting in for yourself, it's important. It's important because there may not be people out there that do that for you. So for you to do it for yourself, like, you're giving yourself that, like, self-esteem, that boost of energy, that whatever it is that's going to continue to make you keep going. It keeps your spirits high, it keeps your motivation going. Like I just mentioned, it just building yourself up, giving yourself that nudge, giving yourself that, like, pat on the shoulder, that just keeps, like, that just helps to keep you going. Like, I know for me, when I'm down, or when I'm in a space, like, I just, you know, think about things that I'm doing, things that I've accomplished, things that I'm working on, and it kind of just helps me, you know, get out of that. So for me, it just helps motivate me. It helps just put me in a good space mentally. It helps me put me in a good space. I wouldn't say physically, because I'm not doing anything for myself physically yet, but that's in the works, hopefully. But that's in the works. So this is what I feel like you should do, or this is my guides. I don't want to say that is something that's accurate. This is just based on my experience, based on things that I've done for myself. So in no way, shape, or form am I saying this is going to help you, but it may guide you to be where you want to be. It may guide you to the next steps. So for me, step one, find your peace. And I mean that by what makes you happy? What makes you feel calm? What makes you feel joyful? What makes you feel like excited? Find those things that make you feel and forget about what's going on in your life. Whether it be reading, writing, running, like literally anything that you can think of, do it. If it makes you happy, do it. I feel like when you put yourself in a position to do stuff for yourself, good things happen to you because you're thinking positive, you're doing positive. So if learning something new makes you happy, do it. If you want to learn how to draw, if you want to learn how to cook, if you want to learn how to bake, do whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, because that's just pushing you in a better direction to just be a better person for you. Like, at the end of the day, you can't make anybody happy if you're not happy. You can't do things for people if you're not happy. So you need to find something or find things that just get you in that mood. And for some reason my flash went off, so I'm sorry if it's really dark. I forgot that my phone's about to die, so I might have to continue this later. But find your peace, find your calmness, find new hobbies, or old hobbies. Whatever it is that you like to do, do it. It's so important. Literally working out, taking a walk, like I mentioned, reading, writing, cooking, watching YouTube videos, like whatever it is that can get you out of the craziness that you're in, do it, because it's going to help you for sure. Step two, I feel like step two is finding a routine. And by routine, it can be a daily routine, it can be a monthly routine, it can be a weekly routine. Whatever it is, find a routine for it. Whether it's waking up, making your bed, taking a bath every night, saging your house, cleaning your house, like whatever it is, find a routine. I have a little routine that I do that it's not monthly or weekly, it's kind of like whenever I feel like it, but at one point it was like a daily thing. I think a routine gets you into like a kind of motion of like just, you know, just working on you, you know. You could already have a routine, but find something else. Find your routine, not your routine for your family, not your routine for your animals. All right, I gotta walk the dog, this and that. Find your routine. If you wake up, make your bed, meditate, do a skincare routine, do a little workout, like literally any little thing, but do it continuously so that it can be a part of you, and it can be something that like, okay, this is my 15 minutes of the day that's going to let me be at peace, let me be at ease. It doesn't have to be big things, it doesn't have to be small things, it literally could be whatever you want. But find a routine that benefits you and that you can take the time out to do and be like, okay, I'm gonna take care of myself today. Let's start with this, let's start with that. You're busy, you work 40 hours, you come home, you gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta walk your dog, you gotta take your kids a bath, you gotta do whatever. Even if it's 12 o'clock at night, even if it's for the 10 minutes that your kids are bathing, or for the 15 minutes that you have in between going here to there, find something it is just to kind of like bring you back into a space of like levelness, or I don't know if that's a word, but like just find something that's going to bring you back to like back to square one, back to, you know, to calming down, back to a good feeling, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if those are the words that I'm trying to say, but I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. But find a routine. I think that having a routine, whether it's big or small, it'll impact you and it would be helpful for you. And it would just kind of like just, you know, give you that sense of like fulfillment for you. Those are the only two things that I'm really going to mention that I feel like are good for your self-love. Just because those are things that I have done, and I'm talking based on experience of what I've done. Again, this is not something that would work for everybody, but it's a start. It's like a step in the right direction. For me, I started out like meditating and getting more into like that calming kind of sense. I want to say like in 2019-ish. Nowhere near like a great meditator, but like I especially during quarantine, when we were in quarantine in 2020, I meditated a lot. I woke up and I meditated. I went to sleep and I meditated. Like, it was such a calming sense for me to just be able to just take a few minutes for myself. And I don't do long meditations. There was some points that I did, maybe like 30-minute ones, if I really wanted to, like, feel the peace. But I do 5-minute meditations, 10-minute meditations. Sometimes I'll do 20-minute. It depends on my mood. But every morning I would wake up, and before I took a shower, I would meditate. Before, if I had to like pee or whatever, I would pee, but I'll come back to bed and I'll meditate. After I showered in the nighttime, I would meditate. And that's something that I felt just calmed me, put me in a sense of like, okay, collect yourself, let's get back into a space of peace. Let's like relax. Like, meditation is, I do guided meditation. So for me, it's guiding your breath, guiding your thoughts. A lot of people say they can't meditate because they think too much, and I think a lot too. Like, I think a lot while I'm meditating, but with the guided meditations, at least for me, they kind of bring you back to where you're supposed to be. So they'll bring you back to focus on your breathing, focus on your breaths, how you inhale, how you exhale, things like that. um of course, there's times where I still like get off of my breathing exercise while I'm meditating and I start thinking about random stuff, but I always try to direct myself back to that because it just feels good. And again, it's not for everyone, but there's times that I feel like I need to clear my energy, I need to clear my mind, and meditation definitely helps. There's times that I've had long stressful days and meditation definitely helps. So for me, it's just like a piece of mind. It's a piece of just relaxation, a piece to kind of like take all the stress away. Now, again, it may not work for you, but it doesn't hurt to try. There's small meditations that you can do just to get a sense of it, to see if that's something that you like to do. I don't meditate every day. I would like to, and it's something that I personally have to kind of like put myself forward to do so. I've just been working so much, so I've been tired, and when I wake up, like, I try to sleep in as late as I can. Obviously, you guys see I work from home, so I try to sleep in as late as I can, but there are times that definitely I wake up early enough so that I can meditate to start my day off right, especially if I like went to sleep in a bad mood, or like am feeling overwhelmed when I go to sleep. When I wake up, I want to kind of start my day off fresh. So I'll do like a morning. Honestly, when I look at meditations, I look at what I need them for. So like, I'll do a morning meditation, and they have gratitude meditations, they have cleansing meditations, they have positive energy meditations, anxiety. Like, there's so many different ones out there that can fulfill what you are looking for. So if it's a morning one, usually I'll do like a morning meditation, start your day off on a positive note. If I feel like I want to be like do my gratitude meditations, like I'll do a gratitude one where I'm just thankful for the life that I have. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I don't want to be either. So I'm always grateful for the life that I have. I'm always grateful for the things that come my way. I'm always grateful for even the negative things that happen. It's a part of life. It's a part of things that you learn from and you grow from. So I never take anything negative, and I never take anything in a way that it's bad for me. I always take it as a learning lesson, and I just move forward from it. Another thing that I love to do since a kid is take baths. I think baths are so calming. I finally have a tub where I can actually take a bath. Can I fit in my tub? Not really, but I take baths. So usually, like, if I had a long day and I really want to unwind, I will put a bath in, put some bubbles in. I don't have any more right now, but I'll put some essential oil in. I'll put like some flower petals. I used to have like rose petals and chamomile and lavender. I'll put those in just to kind of like give myself a nice calming bath. Some days I'll just lay in the tub, I'll like go on my phone scrolling on Instagram or whatever, but some days I'll also put on a meditation for the bath. And I'm not the type that I'm gonna sit in the bath for hours. I think the most I could probably do is like 10 minutes. If I'm in the mood, I'll do like a 10-minute meditation in there, and a bath one. So like, it'll tell you dip your body in the bath and cover your body in water or whatever it is. And also with that, it just kind of like just releases my anxiety that I had during the day, the tension that I had, anything built up, like built up frustration, like it just kind of gets released in that bath. So I love taking baths. It's just a peaceful thing for me. They have spiritual baths. They have just like different baths to kind of boost your energy. I recommend you using essential oils if you're not too sensitive. because that'll help boost your mood. That'll help with like sore muscles and things like that. Epsom salts. And at one point I was making bath salts too, so I used to use my bath salts in there, and it's just a nice calming feeling. So for me, if I've had a super long day or a super long week, I like to unwind with a bath. And when I take my bath, I'll light a candle sometimes. Like if I'm gonna do a bath, I'll light a candle. I'll keep the light off. Like I said, I'll put meditation on, or I'll put like meditation music on, and just relax. Take the time out and just relax. Another thing that I like to do is listen to affirmations, listen to meditation music. And for me, like the affirmations, it's it's something that you have to, I feel like you have to do it a lot. I don't want to say that. It's not something that I do a lot, but it is something that I do again when I feel like I'm feeling down on myself, when I'm feeling low on my self-esteem, when I feel like I'm not motivated enough. You know, I'll put on affirmations while I'm journaling, while I'm you know, getting ready for to start work or whatever. If I'm cleaning, I'll put on affirmations. I love to listen to like music and stuff while I clean, but some days like I don't want to listen to the music that I listen to. I literally listen to the same songs every time I clean. It's my preference. But sometimes, you know, I just want something uplifting. I want something that's going to, you know, spark something in me to like, all right, get back to what you're doing. There's times that like, and especially within the last month. Right now it's April, so back in March I wasn't as motivated as I wanted to be. Like I wasn't as on top of things as I wanted to be. So I'm really trying to get back to it this month. And it's okay. Like it's okay to have times where you're not like fully yourself, but it's important to know where you're lacking so that you can get back on it. And I know that I've been lacking, and me listening to affirmations, it's just like a boost of energy, like a boost of confidence, like a boost of like, okay bitch, you got this, like you can do this, you know. Sometimes when I'm walking with Angel, I'll tell him affirmations and be like, you are strong, you are wise, you are helpful, you are whatever it is, you know. Like it's important to just tell yourself that, because a lot of times, you know, like as a woman, I feel down, I feel like I'm not doing enough, I feel like, you know, I could be better, I could be in a better position. But then I think about where I've started at, and I think about like the growth that I have had in the past couple of years, and it's like I should never be that hard on myself. You should never be so hard on yourself. The way that you think is the way that that your life kind of turns into. Like if you continuously think bad about yourself and negative, like you're never going to be better, you're never going to do better. So when I listen to affirmations, I'm listening to our to stuff like, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are motivated, you're a queen, whatever it is that they say so many different things. There's literally videos on YouTube for like an hour long of affirmations. I don't listen to them that long, depending on like what I'm doing. If I'm cleaning, like I'll let it play, but if I'm like sitting here journaling, like I'll put like a 10-minute one on and just like listen to it while I'm journaling. But I think it's something important, and I think like it'll help boost whoever is feeling down, whoever's feeling like not at 100, you know. Like I feel like it's a good thing for them to kind of help boost that self-esteem for them, boost that confidence, boost that energy. um Going into like my journaling, that is something that I do as well for my self-love. I feel like, you know, journaling and writing down my intentions, writing down the things that I want to happen in my life, it's something that I started back in November, and I try to do it every day. Again, I don't, because I sleep in as long as I can, but it's something that I like to do in the morning, because like it starts my day off on a positive note. It starts my day off like, okay, we're gonna get this done today. So usually what I'll do is like when I wake up, I'll meditate, and then I'll write in my journal. I have two journals that I write in. I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I write down like my intentions, and then I write down my affirmations in the other one. And for me, it's just like just a way of like putting it out into the world. Like, this is what I want to accomplish, this is what I want to do. And for me, it's a part of my self-love, because it's like giving me the push to want these things. It's giving me the push to work for these things. So you know, it's just it's to each his own how you take it. Obviously journaling and writing is not for everybody, but for me it's something that I just feel like kind of like completes me. It kind of like just helps me look forward towards my future, because it's my future that I'm writing about. Another thing that I like to do, there's a couple things I like to do, and all of them are kind of like spiritual wise, or whatever you want to say that. And again, it's not for everybody, but these are things that I like to do. So there's this guy that I listen to on YouTube, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video. His name is Mano Tarot Cards, and he does like tarot readings for all the different signs. And when I'm cleaning, or usually when I'm cleaning, because that's really the only time that I like literally listen to things, I'll put him on and just listen to what he has to say. He does like weekly ones, mid-month ones, monthly ones, and a lot of the times they be on point for me. Like they are like accurate to what I'm feeling, accurate to what I'm working towards. And it's just like sometimes I feel like I need the clarification, I need the acknowledgement that I'm like on the right path. And it could be the randomest times, and I'll put him on and I feel it. Like I feel like, okay, I feel good. Like everything he's saying is the things that I'm working towards and the things that I'm doing. So it just gives me that confirmation that I'm on the right path. um he is also the one that said, you don't need to have a perfect video to put it up. And then when I heard that, I literally heard it a couple days ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my video. But I heard that and I was like, that's what I do. Like I try to get a perfect video. I try to make sure my makeup looks good. I try to make sure like my background looks good. Like I try to do those things, and when I don't have the chance to do my makeup, it's like that's why I don't record. And I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't want to feel like I have to look good on camera in order to put a video out. So today you got me as me, and literally this is how I am majority of the time. I'm in a hoodie, I'm in sweatpants, my hair is wild as shit, and I never wear a hat, only when my hair is straight, so that's why I'm wearing it today. But like if I took my hair out, like you guys are gonna see this is a week old hair. I did my hair last week, and I never got to take up a good picture because it's been like shitty weather all week. So hopefully I can get some good curly hair pictures because my friend did my hair. But anyway, so putting out this video, like he definitely pushed me and inspired me to just like record how I am, so that like I can continue to put out work, because it doesn't matter about how I look. It matters about the content. It matters about what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. It doesn't matter about me. So I really enjoy listening to him. There's a couple, not really a couple of other people. There's sometimes I'll listen to other people. I'll listen to things about new moon. Another routine that I have is every new moon and every full moon, I'll cleanse and clean my whole house. I'll sweep, I'll mop, I'll dust, I'll make sure everything is put away. I'll sage my house, I'll light an incense, and then afterwards, after I sage and everything, I take a bath. And then when I get out the bath, I sit down, I meditate, and then I'll write in my journals. Now, sometimes I'll write in my journals first, then meditate, but like that's my routine. That is a monthly routine that I always have, and that's something that I stick by, because it's like a new beginning for me. It's like a new, like, okay, let's refresh, let's restart. Whatever you were lacking at, let's get back on it and do the right thing. So for me, that is an important routine, and I always keep that monthly. And then one of the other two things that I do that is like self-love for me, I pray a lot. I pray every morning when I wake up. I pray randomly throughout the day. I'm always thanking God. I'm always thanking the universe, and always thanking and grateful for the life that I have. Again, like I mentioned, like I could be in a worse position and I could be in a better position. So I'm grateful for the position that I am in, and I'm just going to continue to work into the position that I want to be. And I read. I like to read. I've always loved to read. I have a bunch of books that I haven't read, but I love to read. I don't read as much as I would like to, or that I used to, but when I do have the time and I'm in the mood and it's something that I want to do, I definitely read. One book that I recommend, or like a series of book that I recommend for you guys if you want to kind of like go into the direction that I'm going in, is called, I'm sure everyone's heard of it, it's called The Secret. There's another book called The Greatest Secret, and then there's another book called The Power. I'm currently reading The Secret. I have not finished it, but I read The Power in full. And The Power is like the third one of it, but I decided I wanted to read that one first. And although it's very, very repetitive, literally every chapter says the same thing, it's very knowledgeable and very helpful. It's taught me that, you put out, like, you get what you put out. And if you continue to put out the negative, if you continue to put out bad vibes, that's what's going to come to you. The way that you think about yourself, that's how your life is going to be. So if you continue to tell yourself, you're horrible, like you're lazy, you're this, oh, I can't do this today, I can't do that today, that's how you're going to be. And it's so funny because I had my period one day and my cramps were so bad. I get really, really bad cramps. And after reading the book, it said, like, when you're dealing with things, like, don't think about it negatively. Think about it in a positive light, because at the end of the day, like, you get what you put out. So I'm sitting here, literally in this chair, I'm working, and I'm like, I love these cramps. These cramps are amazing. Trying not to think of how much pain I'm in, but think about more like, I'm grateful for having a period. I'm grateful that I'm able to go through the cycle, release all the bad toxins in my body, whatever the case is. Like I like I said, it is a repetitive book, but it does help you just look at life a little bit differently. Look at life in a more positive light. Look at life as, you know, life is what you make it, literally. And if you decide to continue to, you know, do bad, if you decide to continue to be negative and think negatively, like, that's how your life is going to be. And you will never see me thinking bad about myself. And it's so funny because I'm on the phone. I work for a cruise line, and I'm on the phone and I'm talking to a travel agent, and she's like, you know, not to sound like cocky or whatever, but like, I don't need this client's commission, whatever. And I was like, girl, you should always be confident. You should always be cocky. You do great at your job. This is what you do. And you should never feel bad for what you make, or what you want to make. Like, this is your thing. And she's like, you know, I thank you for that. That was really nice. Like, just little words can encourage people. So like, whenever, like, when I'm talking to Angel, if he tries to say something about him, like, I'm like, no, you're this. Like, and I boost it up, because like, you should never think bad. Like, there's times that I think bad about myself and I'll call myself a whale, I'll call myself ugly, but I know damn well I'm not a whale, and I know damn well I ain't fucking ugly. So it's just in the moment kind of thing. But I always just think of everything positive. I'm always in a uplifted mood, because I could have a bad life. I could have a worse life. I can have lives like these third world countries, but I don't. I have a roof over my head. I have a job. I have a family that loves me. I have, you know, money in my account, and I'm grateful. Like, again, am I where I want to be? No, but I'm working towards that. And every day I'm getting closer and closer to where I want to be. Every day I'm becoming more of the person that I want to be. Like, if you saw me back in, not that I was like a negative Nancy, but like, my mindset now is so different than what it was before COVID. And it's because of the routines I'm doing. It's because of the love I'm showing myself. Like, I'm giving myself so much love and doing things that I love. Now, everything that I mentioned is like more of like a mindset kind of thing. But if you're more of like a material kind of person, which is okay, like, you work hard for your money, do what you want, get your nails done, get your hair done, buy yourself an outfit. Like, there's a lot of times that I treat myself, and you know, I shouldn't treat myself sometimes, because like, I need to save. But there's times that I'm like, no, I worked hard for this, and I'm gonna get me that bag, I'm gonna get me those shoes, I'm gonna get me some clothes. And that's okay. Like, if that's what makes you happy, do that like, do whatever literally makes you happy and shows yourself some love. Like, that's all I can say. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be materialistic, it can be mental, it can be physical, it can be anything. As long as you feel good at the end of it, then that's what matters. You are what matters. And you can't give somebody else love if you can't give yourself love. Like, you can't have a good relationship with anyone if you don't know what makes you happy, if you don't know how to make yourself happy, because you can't depend on somebody else to make you happy. And it is what it is. Like, just do what you have to do for you, so that you can do what you have to do for others, if that's the case, you know, especially if you're in a relationship, especially if you're in a family. If you're not right mentally, it's not gonna work, because you're gonna depend on other people, and you should never depend on anybody else. So I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. I thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope that this video helps anyone and all of you in some kind of way. Again, these are just my experiences. This is just my advice. You don't have to take it, but take what you can from it. Take what resonates with you. Take whatever, you know, you feel is right for you, and run with it. Do it. Do what you got to do. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so happy to finally be getting this video out, because like I said, I recorded it twice already, so this is gonna be the one. And I love you guys. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you have not subscribed yet to be a part of the Chrissy crew, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.